President Trump says that Ukraine is to blame for the start of the war between that country and Russia. Both the U.S. and Russia will continue to hold high-level talks over the conflict, something that Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky is critical of, saying he will not comply with any agreement that Ukraine did not participate in. However, President Trump hit back at concerns from Ukraine over not being invited to the U.S. The peace talks between the U.S. and Russia in Saudi Arabia, suggesting that Ukraine started the war 3 years ago.
I think I have the power to end this war, and I think it's going very well. But today I heard, oh, well, we weren't invited. Well, you've been there for 3 years. You should have ended it 3 years. You should have never started it. You could have made a deal.
A Kremlin spokesman has said Russian President Vladimir Putin and President Trump could meet as early as this month. Well, Ukrainians who live in northeast Wisconsin are also reacting to the news of these peace talks. Local 5's Paul Stino shares their perspective.
Vlad Plaka, flipping through the items that will eventually appear in his Ukrainian student stories. 3 years of Russia's war in Ukraine exhibit next week at the University of Wisconsin-Oshkosh. Honorary diplomas for Ukrainian students killed before they had a chance to earn their degrees.
It's my goal to keep his memory alive.
And special photographs.
And my friend Kostya, who was killed at the battlefield at the age of 23.
To remember a special friend. Plaka was born and raised in Ukraine and says he vividly remembers the beginning of the war.
And I saw my dad packing up all of the emergency supplies, documents, money, and I asked him a simple question. I asked him, just war? And he says, war.
Shortly after the war began, he came to the U.S. as an exchange student. Every day, he hopes and prays for peace for Ukraine, but says the latest news of peace talks between Russia and the U.S. that do not include Ukraine worries him.
There cannot be any negotiations without Ukraine. Ukraine has to be at the table of negotiations.
Words echoed by Wisconsin Ukrainians, Inc., a group that has been active in advocating for and donating to Ukraine since the war began, saying in part in a statement that, quote, Ukraine did not start this war, and any resolution must respect Ukraine's territorial integrity and the will of its people, end quote. As Plaka waits for what he hopes will be a just peace for Ukraine, he says he hopes the strength and courage of the Ukrainian people shines through his exhibit, and that the memories of those Ukrainians who died in the war live on.
They just want to live in independent Ukraine. They protected democracy.
In Oshkosh, Paul Stino, Local 5 News.
Thank you, Paul. Vlad's Ukrainian exhibit will be on display in the Reeve Ballroom at UWO next Wednesday from 5 till 7 p.m.